Okay, so diaspora. Diaspora is a large group of people who've been taken away from their homeland, which means black people who were enslaved and taken to England and America and whatever islands we were dashed onto. Okay, this comes with certain implications because back then our ancestors had to act a certain way in order for them to survive. So the men had to take on a beta male persona in order to survive, to stay alive. But what's happened is it's become our norm. Yeah, so they would only be able to express their alpha male attributes and personality traits through their immediate circle. They wouldn't be able to show that to anybody else. So what's happened is we've continued that on without realizing it. Yeah. So when I say that there's certain psychological behavior traits that need to be addressed when you're a part of the diaspora, that's what I'm talking about. The men have taken on this beta male role, no fault of their own, but it's based on a past reality. That's not what's happening now. Okay? You don't need to just be an alpha male within your community anymore. You can actually go out and be an alpha male within different communities through certain different professions. So when you go to places like Africa, you will see black men having alpha male status throughout a wide range of professions: doctors, counsellors, ministers, the president. You know, not just within their little close-knit circle. So let's bring it back to the UK now. What you'll see is alpha males are men who have multiple children, DJs, yes, men who have multiple children, DJs and drug dealers. That's how black men in the UK affirm their alpha male status. And then that's where the girls get the mentality of, I want a bad man, because basically that's what it is. The beta males are more passive and things like that, so they can kind of go into certain professions more easily because they're followers anyway. Okay, I hope you're following me here. When you're a part of the diaspora, you will have a slave mentality as a man of adapting a beta male persona, energy, behavior traits, and you will only express your alpha male traits within your community. The girls are noticing and turning around and saying that they don't want no good boy, they want a bad boy. They're not actually wrong with what they're saying, but they're just not able to articulate it properly. They don't understand what it is that they're noticing. So I'm explaining what they're noticing. And it's something that men need to think about. It's also something that women need to think about, because when we're bringing up our boys, we are the ones that are bringing them up and passing on this ancestral dysfunction. Yeah? Now, 80% of your experience is visual. Your life experience is visual. That's according to psychology, yeah? So if you grow up in a community where the men who are successful drive nice cars, they have lots of different baby mothers, they sell drugs, and they go to prison, you will cognize that as that is an alpha male. Obviously it's not right, but that's the fact of that's what it is. That's how we see alpha males as black people, and that's because they're highly sought after. That's what makes it correct. That's what makes it look like, oh, well, I must be right because I'm successful. I'm more successful than anyone else, than everyone else. And people who work and things like that, or the men who work and things like that, they're just idiots, because they do have like a passive, don't go after their desires kind of personality. Nobody wants to date somebody who isn't ambitious or can't defend them. It's a bit of a hard topic for me to talk about, but I'm doing my best. Okay, it's something that we need to think about. It's something that we need to look at. When you are a part of the diaspora, it's hard to differentiate the alpha males from the beta males. Now, it can be changed. The thing is, you're a follower anyway, and you do kind of get, you're grown up by women anyway, so you will have a beta male kind of personality. You're supposed to learn to be an alpha male from your father, and because our homes are broken and the men are all beta males anyway, the only way that the boys can make themselves look like alpha males is by dressing like one. And what's happening is men are learning to dress like an alpha male. The girls are dating the guys and being like, hold on, you're an idiot. And that's where this fuckboy thing is coming from now. There's a new type of man that's deceiving women into thinking that they're alpha, and they're not. The beta. They still want to just, they lack courage and haven't got no self-esteem, so they'll just have sex with the girl and go, not because they're dogs or because they get a kick out of it, it's because they've got low self-esteem, chick. The beta males, they can't stick around even if they wanted to. They're like conquering alpha females. Look at the black community, look at it. Look at the personalities. Even though it's not right for people to have different children, different women and things like that, when you're highly sought after as a man based on your finances or whatever, you're an alpha male. Black people need to stretch it out, not just in social circles anymore. Now, come on, let's get alpha in professional. Work out a strategy how to do it. So if you're a bit ghetto as a man and you know you want to set up a certain type of business, look at hiring people who are able to mix in with different crowds until you learn how to mingle, learn the art of business, learn the art of war. That's what the girls are talking about. They're talking about alpha male, who is the bad man in the black community. That's the fact, and only us can change that. And they're talking about the good boys, who are the beta males in the black community. The thing is, I just feel like I need to just kind of leave it there so that you guys can have something to think about. Because when I've spoke about this before to people in my immediate circle, it's been very new to them, and I realise that I have to stop at a certain point in order for them to ask questions. so that I can delve deeper. Love you all.